Hey guys, I am Chanel and this is going to be a corset training video for you guys. I'm going to go over my top 10 questions that I get the most often. I am wearing a corset right now. It's not completely closed. This is the CS 411 in brocade and it's a 22 inch. Again, it's not closed. I have about a 2-inch gap, 2.5-inch gap in the back right now. I just ate, so I had to loosen it. The top question that I get, you guys, is where do I start? All right, where do I start? My biggest tip is going to be start with your research. All right, do tons of research. Look at the pros and the cons of corset training. What are your goals? What are you trying to achieve in it? Watch tons of videos here on YouTube. That's what I did when I started back in 2003. I think it was December 2013. I watched crap loads of videos. I tried to watch people that were consistently training to see if it worked or not. So again, watch tons of videos, do tons of research to help you decide if it's something that you want to do. Because you may do a ton of research and realize that, you know what, maybe you don't want to go that route. Maybe you don't want to something that's that aggressive. And corset training is more aggressive in comparison to like waist trainers, waist cinchers, body shapers, and such. All right. The second question I get a lot is, does it hurt? It should never hurt, you guys. If you have any pain or you're experiencing any kind of discomfort, then you're probably wearing it a little too tight. So just loosen it a little bit or take it off. Either or. I know that even for me, I do have moments where it's not as comfortable or it feels a little tight normally after I eat. And then again, I just loosen it up an inch, half an inch to an inch. And that tends to help. I know that if it's that time of the month for me, I tend to have more water weight, and so I do feel more bloated, and it will feel a little bit tighter at my current compression or level of compression. But it should never hurt, you guys. It should never hurt. I know that a lot of people tend to think that it's painful, and it should never be painful. It should never hurt for the person wearing it. Like, I've been training for almost 6 years now, pretty used to it, and so my level of tightness, like this is the 22 inches not closed. Again, it does have about a 2-inch gap in the back. I can close it to about an inch gap right now, and it's still pretty comfortable for me. And so don't necessarily feel like just because a person's wearing a corset and it looks tight to you, it looks painful to you, that it is to them, because it's most likely it's not. Waist trainers versus corsets. When you're trying to decide whether you want to go the corset route or you want to go the waist trainer route, again, depends on your goals, what you're trying to achieve, and how much of a difference you want to accomplish in that, if that makes sense. Like for me, when I was researching, I just felt that the results from corset training was more aggressive than waist trainers. It was more noticeable than waist trainers. So that's why I went with the corset route versus waist trainers. Now, I do still wear waist trainers. I have a couple that I wear right now. I got them both from Amazon. I will try to link both videos in this video somewhere or in the tag somewhere. But the last one that I got cost me, I think it was $23. And it's a Velcro one. It has 2 Velcro straps on each side. That one I wear when I work out. Okay, I also have an eye and hook one as well that I use sometimes. If I feel like I want to get a break from corset training, I'll just throw that one on. Either or, for me, they both work okay, but they're primarily for working out in. Now, with corsets, you never ever want to work out in them. They're not made for you to work out in. I have seen a couple videos here on YouTube of women working out in their steel-bone corsets. You never want to work out in these. It's just not safe at all. It's not safe, all right? How long until you see results? That depends on your consistency level. All right, if you're wearing it once or twice a week, you may not see results as fast as a person that's wearing it, let's say 5 or 6 days a week, let's say 8 to 10 hours a day. All right, so there's a big difference. Like that person that's wearing it most frequently is going to see results a lot faster. Again, diet and exercise both play really, really important roles. For me, corset training has never been like this, you know, shortcut to anything. Like, I really enjoy working out, and I eat right. And so, yeah, diet and exercise will also help you achieve your results faster. How long do I wear my corset, or how long should you? How long you wear your corset is based on you, it's based on your lifestyle, it's based on what kind of work you do. Like, some people are able to wear theirs at work. Like, my previous occupation, I was a psych tech, and I was in nursing, and I wore my corset to work. I'd wear it to work. I'd take my lunch break for an hour. I'd work out on the ground somewhere. I'd come back, do a quick wash up, and then lace up with another one. So I would literally switch corsets while I was at work, and then I would come home, take a shower, and I would lace up again with a different corset. And so that's just how I would do it. So I was at my peak, I was wearing my corset 21, 22 hours a day. All right. Once I got to where I wanted to be physically, and I kind of hit my goal, I didn't have to wear my corset as many hours per day. I didn't have to wear it every day. Like, I went from wearing it most days being 6 days a week to wearing it, let's say, 5 days a week. You know, from wearing it, let's say, 21 hours a day to wearing it, let's say, 10 hours a day. So once you hit your goal, you don't have to wear it as much. And that's kind of what a lot of people don't tend to understand, is that you feel like you got to keep wearing it forever and ever. You really don't have to. As long as you can maintain your size, then you don't have to wear it as much. Are the results permanent? No, because wearing a corset, basically, it's compressing your midsection, basically bringing your floating ribs in, all right? So consistently wearing your corset is going to keep them in. When you stop wearing your corset, they will gravitate back to where they're supposed to be. And that's basically how it works. So for me, when I had Josiah, I had to stop. So that pregnancy, I stopped training. I don't think I resumed training until I was at least 6 weeks. I want to say closer to 2 months post-op. Then I started training again. Of course, I couldn't wear my clothes 22 inches anymore. I had to go with the larger size, which I ended up getting a 26-inch corset. But I have taken breaks, and yes, your waist is going to spread back out again because that's where it's supposed to be. And so, no, the results are not permanent. Exercise. I kind of think I went over that one already. You never want to exercise in a stillborn corset, but exercise is something to do in combination with corset training. I think that a lot of people tend to think that we just throw these corsets on and we expect it to just be the magic pill, and we don't work out and we don't eat right, but we do. You know what I'm saying? I do. I work out 6 days a week. I do have one rest day, and I eat pretty good as well. I drink plenty of water, and so yeah, it does work well in combination with exercise and diet. The last one is safety. Oh my gosh, I cannot count how many times I get your organs are all squished.
Oh my god, your organs, oh my gosh. What about your organs? I feel sorry for your organs.
Look, the organs are in there. They're perfectly fine. Again, I've been doing this for almost 6 years. I have yet to have one single issue. All I can do, you guys, is tell you how my experience is with corset training, but I have yet to have one single issue or anything as a result of me corset training. I don't have any kind of back issues, back problems. I can only speak on my own experience, but as far as I am concerned, my organs are perfectly fine. I have absolutely no health issues whatsoever. Corset training is not for everybody. I've said this multiple times, previous videos, that corset training is not for everybody. And I'm not trying to sit here and convince you to do this. I'm only sharing with you guys my experience with it, all right? I'm not trying to say do this rather than do that, because again, it's going to be based on your goals. Like, what are you trying to achieve? And for me, it's a smaller waistline. All right. I don't know if I showed you guys my corset. This is the CS411, one of my favorite corsets in Richard Corset. The CS411 in brocade, and it's not closed right now. I have about a 2-inch gap, I want to say. I had to loosen it after I ate, and it goes down to about here. My new favorite corset, like no lie, is about to be the 411 long line. All right, the one I have on now is a 411 standard from Orchard Corsets. This one here is the brocade in black, and it is the CS411 long. All right, this is beginning to be my favorite corset. It provides 2 extra inches, and so I feel like I could appreciate those inches because I do have a little mommy pouch, boofa, whatever you want to call it, and I really feel like this really facilitates in helping with that fufa. All right, and so but there's nothing wrong with the 411 either though, because literally my technique, you guys, is before I get it too tight, slip my hand in there, pull it up, and then tighten it again before anything falls out. All right, and so but anyways, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, don't forget to give me a big giant thumbs up. You guys have an awesome day night whenever you're watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks again for watching. Bye guys.